Yo, guys, what is going on? It is your boy Hollywood Steve back with another rousing edition of the Hollywood Steve Wrestling Podcast right here on YouTube, guys. Make sure you guys hit that like button, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, make sure you guys share this video, make sure you guys are doing all that stuff that really helps out the YouTube algorithm. All right, we are going to get right into things here. So, last night on Raw, we are 24 hours away from Saturday night's main event, and the match card is really starting to shape up. There's some other things that I want to talk about, but get right into let's get right into things. So the show started with clips from last week's Battle Royal, which Jey Uso won to earn the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, a shot at the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Joe Tessitore said that the show was sold out, and obviously they always got to say the show sold out. And then Jey made his entrance to the ring. Jey said that he had lots of people like Roman Reigns, Jimmy Uso in his ear, and Jimmy Uso in his ear. Excuse me. He said none of that mattered because he would be the world champion after Saturday night's main event on Saturday. He was about to do his yeet catchphrase um, catchphrase close to close his interview, but or to close his promo, not interview, to close his promo. But CM Punk interrupted. Punk walked to the ring and mocked Jey Uso's entrance by doing his entrance over. Punk is the greatest. He is probably he is probably just he is so good on the microphone. He is so good at just needling people and just getting under their skin and just goading people. He is the greatest at it. Punk congratulated Jey on winning the Battle Royal last week, and that he saw something from Jey in that victory. Punk said he was happy that Jey was listening to himself, but then he asked him how far he was willing to go to win the championship. Punk said he needed the championship like air. In response, Jey got in Punk's face and said, "Let's go, Punk." He accused Punk of trying to make him the bad guy, and that at Saturday night's main event, or that on Saturday, he'd prove he was the best in the world. Jey slammed his microphone down and stared Punk down before leaving the ring. Judgment Day was shown backstage, and Dominic Mysterio said he had a problem. Mysterio asked Judgment Day what they were going to do to help him defend his Intercontinental Championship. Balor brushed Dominic off and then left. Nikki Bella was shown backstage, and then in the ring, Penta made his entrance. Penta versus Rusev in a WWE Intercontinental Championship #1 contenders match ended in a no contest. The Americanos ran down to the ring and attacked uh, and attacked uh, and attacked Penta and Rusev. Rusev destroyed the group and stared Penta down in the ring. LA Knight was interviewed backstage by Jackie Redmond. Knight said that sometimes you lose the drive to keep pushing. Knight said he fell short last week, and Jey was going to Saturday night's main event. Knight said he would be ready and wanted the first shot at either Punk or Uso for the world title. The Vision was shown backstage. Braun Breaker openly questioned Paul Heyman for he and Bronson Reed not being in the Battle Royal last week, and they should have forced their way in, and that they should have forced their way in. Heyman said it was a good idea, but that it would have caused them more problems. He said they'll wait and get whoever wins the championship when they're at their worst. Heyman then said he booked a match for Breakker against LA Knight. Then we got a video package highlighting the WWE career of Asuka. Nikki Bella made her entrance and Roxanne Perez followed. Once both got to the ring, their match began. Roxanne Perez defeated Nikki Bella with pop rocks. After the match, it looked like Raquel Rodriguez and Nikki, uh, Roxanne and Raquel Rodriguez were going to attack Nikki. Stephanie ran out to make the save. She and Nikki stared down Rodriguez. The Kabuki Warriors confronted Lyra Valkyria. They yelled at Lyra back for cutting them in line for a tag title shot. Jimmy Uso confronted Jey Uso backstage. Jimmy said that Jey only cared about himself, and the plan last week was to eliminate everyone and then go at it together to see who would win. Jimmy said they didn't see what just didn't want to see what would have happened if the two went one-on-one. Braun Breaker made his entrance to the ring. LA Knight walked out next, and they started to fight. Braun Breaker defeated LA Knight. Breaker won the back and forth match with a spear, then left the ring with Paul Heyman. Adam Pearce approached Dominic Mysterio backstage and asked him if he had anything to do with the IC title number one contender match. How the IC title number one contender match went. He said he didn't know, and he said he didn't know anything about that, but surmised neither Penta nor Rusev would get title shots. Instead, Pearce said that Dominic would defend the title against both of them in a triple threat match. Oh, that's gonna be good. That is going to be good. Jimmy and Jey Uso talked backstage again. Jey said he loved Jimmy because they were brothers, and that it wasn't his fault that he wanted to toss Jimmy out of the ring last week. Jey said he had a lot on his plate, and both brothers hugged it out. Maxine Dupri talked to Adam Pearce backstage. Dupri said that she had something she wanted to do, but she wanted another shot at Becky Lynch and the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship. Dupri said that she would take the title off Lynch's waist, and Pearce greenlit the match, but didn't confirm when it would happen. JD McDonough defeated Sheamus in a singles match. McDonough and Sheamus beat the tar out of one another in this. McDonough had welts all over him, but was able to get away with the win thanks to cheating. Of course, it's Judgment Day. What would you expect? Anything? Could we expect anything less from the Judgment Day? AJ Styles was shown backstage with Dragon Lee talking to Adam Pearce. Styles said that next year would be his last year in the ring, but that he wanted all challengers for his tag titles. Finn Balor and JD McDonough approached backstage. They wanted a title shot, and Pearce told them no. Styles said that it was a good idea, even if they weren't deserving. Pearce said that for Styles he would greenlight it, and the match was made official for next week. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss defeated Bayley and Lyra Valkyria to retain the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Flair had Bayley in the figure 8 submission, but Lyra helped Bayley out so she wouldn't tap out. As Lyra held her arm, Bliss hit her with the Twisted Bliss. Then Flair and Bliss hit tandem natural selections for the win. After the match, the Kabuki Warriors attacked Valkyria. Bayley saved her, and both teams stared each other down as the show went off the air. So there is Monday Night Raw. Again, Raw hasn't been the most thrilling, the most exciting. Um, Raw right now has just seemed to be very bland, guys. I mean, very very bland, very just really just very very vanilla. Raw's just been super vanilla lately, and I don't know why Raw has been better than SmackDown lately. Or I'm sorry, SmackDown has been better than Raw. I know it's obviously it's because we have Cody Rhodes. You have Cody Rhodes. You have Cody Rhodes on SmackDown, the World Heavyweight Champion. You have that. You have John Cena, mostly on SmackDown, and so that obviously tends to make SmackDown a whole lot better. Um, I just don't know. I just don't know what Raw needs to do to get better. It just seems that since they've gone to Netflix, they just kind of, it just kind of like, well, we're the flagship, so we can just kind of, put a pretty vanilla vanilla programming, and you know and everything will be fine. Um, Not so much the case. Um, you gotta have a show that's going to interest people. You have to have a show that's going to pique. You have to have a show that's going to um, it's going to pique. You have to have a show that's going to pique people's interest. And if if it's just if it's just if it's just vanilla and um it doesn't really, you know and things don't really go um go where they're supposed to go. If it just kind of goes all over the place, um then you're kind of okay. um what do we do? Not so much what do we do, but kind of, okay, it's just, people will watch. Yeah, people will watch, but they'll get bored. So you gotta figure out what you're doing here with Monday Night Raw. Because Raw just has not been. I don't think that Raw has been really good lately. Raw just has not been really good. Now, I will say, that Saturday night's main event is looking okay. It's like, looking all right. Um, it Probably the biggest match on there is going to be Jay versus CM Punk for the vacant World Heavyweight Championship. That Seth had to vacate. So that, you have that. I good. That's great for Maxine Dupree. She's finally going to get a title shot. I'm interested to see who she was going to talk to, because she said that she had somebody that she wanted to talk to help train her. So I'm kind of curious to see who that's going to be. Um, so she's at some point gonna get a intercontinental title shot, which is awesome for Maxine Dupree. Absolutely awesome, awesome for Maxine Dupree. Um, I'm very excited for that for her. She's deserving of a title shot, of a lower title, um, mid card title. You know, because she's more mid card anyway. So she's well deserved, well deserving of a mid card title shot and a mid card title run. Um, you know, it doesn't necessarily have to be a. I don't think it has to be a long title run, but just to show that they recognize her hard work and that her hard work has paid off, and she gets herself a intercontinental championship out of it. And I love that. I love that for her. Um, but as sorry guys, um, as as things would have it, so we're starting to as things would go, so we're starting to fill out the Saturday night's main event card along with starting to kind of follow storylines for Survivor Series. By the way, guys, Survivor Series War Games is going to be in my hometown right here, San Diego, California, guys, in about 4 weeks. 4 weeks. Survivor Series is going to be in my hometown, San Diego, California, at Petco Park, where my San Diego Padres play. I am so excited for this. This is the first time that I can remember that one of the big four PLEs came to San Diego, has come to San Diego. Back in the day, back in 2001, there was Vengeance, where I saw Chris Jericho unify the WCW World Heavyweight Championship and the WWE at the time the World Heavyweight Championship at at the time it was the San Diego Sports Arena. I saw that, but Survivor Series, as far as I know, has never been in San Diego, and this year it's coming to San Diego. That's in 4 weeks. Survivor Series will be in San Diego, and I am so stoked. I am so excited to go. I cannot wait to go. I cannot wait to see what is going to happen leading up. I'm super excited. As you guys can obviously tell, I am very excited about this. Very excited. Now, I know that the card will be incredible. But Saturday night's main event is kind of looking okay. You know, but again, that being said, it's Saturday night's main event. It's November. They're really gearing up for Survivor Series. Stay tuned in the next video, guys, because I have news on a possible return happening. So stay tuned in the next video because there's rumors of a somebody of a certain 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 ilk, shall we say. You'll who somebody who had a list, if you will. Stay tuned in the next one to find out who is rumored to be what AEW superstar is rumored to be returning to WWE for a Hall of Fame run for a Hall of Fame induction for 2026. Stay tuned in the next video, guys. This is your boy Hollywood Steve saying I'll catch you guys in the next one. Remember, when you're Hollywood Steve, you're just too sweet.